Audio Jungle.
Good question. After working with kids all over the world and building a 250-player academy in Europe, I see some key difference in the Canadian system. First, it's about culture and focus. In Europe and South America, football is alive. Children think about football every day. It's an obsession. It creates an incredibly competitive environment from the very young age. Here in Canada, kids play many different sports at the same time. They're not just playing football. They are also playing hockey, baseball and basketball. This is great for overall athletic development, but they divide their focus, which is required to achieve elite professional level in football. Second, and this is crucial, the quality and methodology of coaching. I've seen that it's not enough to just teach drills. You must cultivate what I call football intelligence. It's the ability to read the game, to make split-second decisions under pressure, and to understand tactical nuance. Nearly all Canadian coaches focus in physical attributes and basic skills, but they don't adequately develop the player's intelligence. Our goal isn't just to create an athlete who can play football. It's to create a football player who is also a great athlete. Finally, there is the lack of a clear, integrated pathway. In established football nations, young players can see a direct line from their local academy to a professional club, and even to the national team. My work as a sporting director involved creating that exact infrastructure, from the youth academy all the way to the first team that competed in the UEFA Champions League. That sort of player journey is still developing here in Canada. So, it's not that Canadian kids can go pro. They absolutely can. But they need a training environment that is as serious, intelligent, and professionally structured as the one in top footballing countries. That is precisely the gap we are filling in Smart Goal Academy. Most parents are using the wrong measuring stick to judge progress. Scoring goals or being the fastest on the pitch is not development. It's just an early physical advantage. Real development is hard to spot. When I developed players who competed in the UEFA Champions League, we focused on developing what I call their football IQ. The skill of seeing two moves ahead, the understanding of space and timing to make right decision under pressure in clutch moments. It's not uncommon for a 12-year-old to seem average in training and become exceptional at 16. Because we have built their football brain. Many parents also can't tell the difference between training and education. At best, most Canadian coaches run drills and practice skills. But at the highest levels, the players need to understand what move to make and why, as well as what their unique role is in every situation. Another critical thing many parents miss is the importance of failure. When we reached the Europe finals, our best players. We were the ones who failed the most in training. These players lose the ball often and take more risk than other players. When I see parents celebrating their child never losing the ball, I laugh. Because all I see is a child playing it safe. Parents don't like to hear this, but football is not tennis. The best players I developed had a habit of making their teammates better, because they knew football is all about collective intelligence. They don't teach this in North America, and we are going to change that. I completely understand this, and I agree, kids should have fun. But here is what most parents don't realize. There are two types of fun in football. First, entertainment fun. Just running around, everyone gets a trophy, no pressure, no real learning. This feels good, but it's actually boring for talented kids. Usually, after a while, they get bored and quit football altogether, never experiencing any real improvement. The second time is that I call mastery fun. The joy that comes from truly understanding the game and the realization you are getting better. Think about this way. When a child learns to play piano, the real fun doesn't come from just hitting random keys. It comes from playing beautiful music. Same with football. The real fun comes from playing a beautiful game of football. In our academy, we help players experience mastery fun. With it, they grow more confident and learn to love the game. Watch our training session and you will notice kids are laughing and they are completely engaged. Why? Because it's way more fun when you are seeing improvement from the training session to the next, instead of just kicking the ball around. So, when parents say they just want their children to have fun, I say, me too. Now, let us show you what real football fun looks like. Ask these 5 questions. What license does the coach have? Anyone can call themselves a football coach, but proper development requires proper education. Look for UEFA license, National Federation certifications, or advanced degree in sports science. These represent years of study and proven methodology. 2. Where have they coached in the last 5 years? Experience matters, but recent experience matters more. A coach who's been developing players at competitive level recently understands current football trends and modern training methods. 3. Is there a structured methodology? If they can't show you their development philosophy, they don't have one. Real academies have systematic approach to technical, tactical, physical and mental development, not just random drills and matches. 4. Do parents get regular feedback? Your child's development should be measurable and transparent. Professional academies provide detailed progress reports. Not just your kid did great today. You should know exactly what they are improving and what needs work. 5. Do they care more about medals or development? Winning at youth level often means nothing for long-term success. The best academies focus on individual player growth, proper technique, and football intelligence. Trophies at age 10 don't predict success at age 18. If you don't get clear answers, walk away. Having been a sporting director for cup-winning teams, I noticed that often a player's biological age doesn't match their football age. A child can be 8 years old biologically, but if they're a more developed football player than their teammates, they should follow a totally different training regime than other 8-year-olds. We tailor the training to their individual level instead of trying to fit everyone in the same box. This is the big secret to development players who went on to compete at the highest professional levels. Our goal is to develop 3 core skill sets: technical, cognitive, and emotional. Most, if not all, football academies focus only the technical skill set, like dribbling, passing, and shooting, but completely ignore development, what I call football intelligence, decision making under pressure, vision, and ability to see plays unfold before they actually happen. That's why when we enroll new players into our academy, first we use scientifically proven assessment to discover their true football age, and then develop a custom development plan specifically for them. A technically advanced 10-year-old may train tactical concept with all the players, while a 14-year-old who's just getting started might focus on fundamentals with younger teammates. What I hate is to see academies just keeping the kids busy with drills. This is kind of approach chokes their growth. Every training session should have a clear objectives, measurable outcomes, and progressive challenges to keep their players engaged. This is how I built 250 players academy in Europe that produce Champions League level talent. I totally understand. Choosing the right environment and training for your child is one of the most important decisions. Here is what I suggest. First, come watch one of our training sessions. Don't take my word for anything. See the difference with your own eyes. You will immediately notice the difference. Second, let's assess your child's football age together. In just 15 minutes, we'll show you exactly where your child stands and what their development should look like. We'll use the unique methodology I developed while working in Europe. Trust me, most parents never find out their child's true football age. It's eye-opening. Third, if you like what you see, have your child do a free training session and see how they like it. And if all checks out, you'll have the confidence to know what to do. Here is my guarantee. If your child trains with us for 3 months and you don't see measurable improvement in their football intelligence, their technical skills, and their confidence on the field, then I will personally work with them one-on-one to make sure they evolve their skills. But In my 20+ years of developing players, from youth academies to European competitions, I've never had a committed player fail to improve dramatically under my methodology. The question isn't whether your child can develop. Every child can. The question is whether they will get the right guidance to reach their potential. Your child deserves to know what they're truly capable of. Give them that opportunity. Give yourself the peace of mind that comes from knowing they are getting world-class development. The only risk is waiting too long and wondering, what if?